part is channel multiplexing and modulation. Why we require multiplexing? Because there is a channel where you can transmit the data for a multiple of destinations. So source is same, but you have to transmit for more destinations. So we have to mix that channels into that particular bunch of wire, and then we have to send it to the different destinations. Like you can see the water power supply. In the water power supply, we can collect all the water, and source is one, and we are transmitting that water for different areas. So like multiplexing and demultiplexing we are doing. So modulation and multiplexing are the electronic techniques for transmitting information efficiently from one place to the another place. Next is modulation, makes the information signal more compatible with the medium. Suppose any anything which is not supporting your format, then you have to convert that into that supported format. So like that, modulation, in that modulation we are converting that data into that favorable data which is for that channel. So channel can transmit one type of a data, that type of conversion made by the modulation. Multiplexing allows more than one signal to be transmitted concurrently over a single medium. So like that, as I said, example of the water supply. Next part, channel multiplexing and modulation. In channel multiplexing and modulation, multiplexer mux multiple baseband intelligence signal, that multiplexer. Then modulator, what modulator will do? Modulator will carry oscillators. Oscillator will give the particular frequency. That multiple baseband multiplexer will combine all the channels, all the that informations, and RF power amplifier will amplify that signal so that it can transmit for more long distance and through the antenna. So antenna will take the data and it will transmit through the wire or any other media. So like this, channel multiplexing and modulation will work. Next part, channel multiplexing and modulation. You can see here frequency division multiplexing, that is FDM. Each signal is modulated at a different carrier frequency. Carrier frequency separated to a signal do not overlap guard bands. So you can see here different bands are created: channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, channel 5 and channel 6. So the and particular time period is given. Time period is same for each and every channel, but there is a frequency is different. So their frequency vary through the channel, and time is same. So like that, FDM is work. These basics will require in a optical communication transmission information. Channel multiplexing and modulation. So here time is different, time division multiplexing, time is different, but data and frequency is same. So multiple digital signals interleaved in time domain, time slots pre-assigned to source and fixed. So frequency is fixed, but time is different. So time division multiplexing. Next is modulation formats. Non-return to zero, NRZ. So in communication, a non-return to zero line code is a binary code in which ones are represented by one's significant condition, usually a positive voltage, and while the zeros are represented by some other like low value. Significant conditions usually a negative voltage with no other natural or rest condition. So return to zero describes a line code used to communication signal in which the signal drops returns to a zero between the each pulse. So these are the examples of modulation formats that you will require in a further discussion. Next is need of fiber optic communication. So why we need this optical communication? Of Because all other communications are available, like wireless communication available, other that coaxial communication is available. Then why we require this need of optical communication? So fiber communication promised extremely high data rates, which allow high capacity of transmission quickly. So main important, what is in your mind, if you are going for any internet, you will require high speed always. So 5G, you can see the example, 5G is coming, so that there will be a speed, will be a disaster, that will be a very high speed will be available. That 1 GB, if there will be a file of a 1 GB, that will download in a fraction, that few seconds, like 5 seconds. This time, at this per now conditions, the file can download will require for 4G connection, that file can be downloaded in 2-3 hours. So that is the difference. So when the that fiber optical cable is used, we are using for communication, that speed will increase. It also had the potential for transmission over long distance without the need of amplifier and retransmit along the way. So you can see in the coaxial cable transmission, we have to apply more amplifiers, because there will be a transmission of uh, after transmission after transmission of data, after some distance there will be a loss of the data due to the long distance, so that we have to apply amplifiers for a particular time period in a coaxial cable. But in a optical fiber, you don't have to use that much amplifiers. You have to use amplifiers, but not that much as you are using in a coaxial cable. Speed limit of electronic processing, limited bandwidth of copper coaxial cable. The limited electronic processing, so limited bandwidth. So bandwidth is limited in the coaxial cable, so that is the drawback for the coaxial cable. Optical fiber has very high bandwidth, that is approximately equal to the 30 terahertz. So that is very big frequency allocation. Optical fiber has very low loss, that is 0.25 dB per kilometer. So you can measure that loss into the dBs at 1550 nanometer frequency. So what is 1550 nanometer frequency? There are three different frequencies are available that we will discuss, but 1550 is the particular, that is the standard frequency that we have to use, that is 0.25 dB per kilometer. For per kilometer loss will be appear, so suitable for long distance transmission. So that is the optical fiber has to use. Next part, that is charge evaluation of light wave communication system. So optical amplifiers from the telegraph, then telephone, then coaxial cables, then microwave, then light waves, and then optical amplifiers. So that is the way evaluation has done. So you can see here the kilometers, the range per kilometer, and the years, how many years they are completed for 2000. At the 2000, optical fiber was emerged. Increase of the bitrate distance product BL for different communication technologies over time. A figure of merit of communication system is the rate distance product PL, where B is the bitrate and L is the repeater spacing. So BL, you can see the bitrate and repeater spacing, that is kilometer, bits per second and kilometer. So that is the XY coordinates.